How's it going, everybody? This is Kinema, and this is the Unity SMP server. So, huh. It's actually been several days. I've been trying to do some other games. I've been trying to upload another series, actually, and I keep having some issues with it. So I don't know. It seems like I got it actually flagged for some stuff, and then it just doesn't want me to update or upload, I guess, even though after I've changed some things. So I don't know. I've been playing Shadows of Mordor, so I haven't forgot about this series or any of my other series. Luckily, I recorded tons over the past weekend, and I still been doing my best to get a new episode out every day of some stuff. So anyway, figured I'd come back on the server and see what has changed because I looks like a lot's probably gone on. I need to check my shop to um, see if anything's purchased. So do see a house out there that looks new. I did accidentally show it off in one of the other videos. I try not to do that too much. Did someone put a tree? Owns or got pranked. looks like he cleared some stuff out. But yeah, I saw, I think on Odyssey's, Miak cleared it out for him. I think on Odyssey's video, he had it completely, I mean, it was completely blocked in. He was just taking a look at it, and someone pranked him. So I'm not sure who on that. Probably seen by now if you watched Odyssey's and Miak's video. That Miak actually built a same house as Odyssey. I don't think he did anything to the inside. It's like he started. Yeah, just back down there. So, just checking out, see if I'm recording. Looks like they're starting to replace the getting some Halloween theme spirit. Let's see, semi-automated ice farm located on Hill Flat. Well, that's pretty cool. Odyssey had a pick shop. I saw he did a store on that. We can check it out too. Looks like some stuff with Town Hall. What's going on? Odyssey's been working on this quite a bit. This is about what was showed off in his last video. So a lot of white quartz. Hopefully we get some good detail in here and everything to counteract that. But it looks pretty good. So I like quartz. There's so much you can do between having the base white texture, the curved stuff, or the chiseled, and then the pillar and everything. So I really like that. Anyway, they're in the town with the pumpkins. And grand opening Odyssey's Pick Shop. So we do have Odyssey's bookshop, which we know about. Looks like Thrash still hasn't been on the server. You know, I'm sure he's probably going through a lot with what's going on with him. But his place is still pranked. Let's run in here and see if we got any more business. Doesn't look like it. I saw some of the videos. They said the prices was high, but as you can see, I've almost sold a full chest of it. So I don't know. I kind of enjoy the iron. Vanakwa's been doing a pretty good job with his redstone shop. He's putting some stuff, you know, I don't know, I guess probably someone probably put a bunch of stuff in there for the timer, or he did. But yeah, this looks pretty good. I saw his video where he was doing this top part, so if you haven't seen that, go check out his channel on it. But it looks pretty cool. I actually like it. So okay, so last video I did do about the Mesa, some of the ideas I had for it. Didn't get too much feedback yet, but I had some other ideas that I wanted to do. So figured I'd do a quick tour of Spawn because a lot's going on. Odyssey made a pick shop. It's not too bad. You can see people have paid for some of the stuff. He's got some 4 diamond picks. And the silk touch ones are nice. And yeah, some fortune 3. So not too bad. Definitely may have to mention when he was building this, may have to check out the silk touch ones, because I've had horrible luck getting silk touch. I think fortune silk. Yeah, fortune 3. I seem to always get fortune 3 pop up. I think I combined some of my ones, even though I didn't need to make efficiency 5. So this is Dom's house. Looking pretty good. I don't know if he's done anything on the inside yet, but he's been on every now and then. He messed up his shoulder, just like HLG kind of broke his arm. So they've been taking it easy and relaxing, which is good. Acidic's Bake Shop's looking okay. So for this episode, I've had some mixed things to do. I may go gather some supplies. I actually don't know where I want to put it, but I wanted to go ahead and do a couple community farms, and I was probably going to use a design, which I can try to link in the description, that Azuma did for a melon and pumpkin farm. And since it looks like a lot of people are getting in the Halloween spirit with the pumpkins, I think a pumpkin farm would actually do pretty good. And I've actually kind of toyed with the idea of putting it here. I don't know. There are going to be towers, and I don't know exactly where I wanted to build it, but I may figure out something to some place to put them. But let me do that. Let me kind of figure out one, the location, and 2, a design, and then also I'm probably going to use quite a bit of glass on it. And I definitely need to go get some sand. Of course, my mesa's right by your desert, so sand's not really too much of a problem with me. But yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go get some supplies, and then I'll be right back. Okay, well, I'm back a lot sooner than I thought. I was talking to HLG, and he wanted me to check out the nether, so I actually figured I would do some recording. So apparently there's some other things going on, so maybe I'm safe. Hopefully. Oh wow. Playing with some pigmen. Look at this. Looks like he started the hallways. So, which is good. I was actually thinking about eventually doing my path. Odyssey's nether tunnel. So yeah, so some of the guys have already claimed some stuff. I'll have to figure out the direction, and also how to get. Okay, pigman farms over this way now. Hopefully, HLG's tunnel empty. Yeah, hopefully I can fit in one of these areas, and let me do some of that, and I'll be right back. I may not be able to get to the pumpkin at the farms today, I may have to check out all this. Let's see if that was the farm. This is the Nether Fortress. Awesome. So I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back. Basically figured out that my base is north, and looking at that, facing north towards Z, at that negative distance. I should be facing the exact same way. And where's the farm? Up there. Oh no, that's the. Yeah. So I basically should be facing. So this direction should be the right direction I need for my base. So I'll probably get the coordinates. I can run there over the nether just to make sure and work through this tunnel. So not sure exactly how I'd want to do this opening. My one concern with it, with the opening being the corner like that. See, I'd hate to take this one and then block the person here. The one concern with this opening I have, and I may have to talk to HLG, is I'd like to be able to get a horse through it, and I don't think a horse will fit through that opening. So, yeah, so I'll probably talk to him and see about changing around maybe. Hopefully that'll be fine. I don't see it being too much of a problem, especially if I just take these out and maybe just set them back one. But yeah, so, I was going to do a farm, but I really don't have a lot of the stuff needed. I was looking through. Well, I take that back. I do have quite a bit of stuff that I could do because the design for the pumpkin farm that I don't know, one of these videos, I'll probably just work on the next clip, and then whatever it is, then for my nether tunnel, I do want to have ice probably underneath, which it's good someone did like an ice farm. But let's see how much stuff I have. I have to go to my ender chest probably for the iron, which I should have plenty of iron. Got quite a bit of cobble. Where's my wood? And I got quite a bit of wood. And redstone. Yeah, tons of redstone. So I guess I could make a lot of hoppers and probably knock that farm out. Or not hoppers, pistons. And knock that farm out. I just gotta figure out a design for it. The nether tunnel would take a lot longer, so I may go ahead and just stick with that. But go ahead and give me some ideas you think for the nether tunnel. What I should do to tie it back into spawn. Should I, since I'm coming from a mesa, should I do a mesa themed nether tunnel to tie in my town, or just come up with a new type of theme or nether type theme for the tunnel? So let me know. But for right now, I am going to craft up a bunch of, let's see, this is Fortune 3, yeah. I'm going to craft up a bunch of pistons and probably go ahead and try to start crafting, start figuring out a place that I wanted to do that one farm. So, see you in a bit. Well, of course, I did quite a bit of off-camera work. I think I found a spot. I know we checked out the nether hub, but I figured it'd be easier just to go ahead and set up the farms I wanted to and go with my original plan. I just had to find a spot for it. So this may look quite a bit different. This was about this high all the way across. There was like a hole in the mountain here that went down to a chicken area. Basically had some chickens, some eggs. So I just reset it back up just in case if people were still getting eggs from it. I don't think it was used anymore since I think it was Wyatt's. So of course he's not on the server any longer, so I figured probably wasn't needed, but you never know. People may still want some eggs, so I still have some here. So you can see, got quite a bit of stuff. I'm just going to kind of just build it out of stone and then build a design around it. I want to come up with some type of building-like structure around it. So I'm not going to completely do it, but I want to at least make it somewhat functional. This is a community farm. I'm not going to be charging for it. Actually, I used quite a bit of my iron I got from my clay farm actually to build these pistons. So turning what I get from one shop into more of a community build. So thank you for Unity members for buying my stuff, which will in turn make a community pumpkin and melon farm. So I went ahead and leveled this out, and I started doing some little terraforming. I was trying to figure out, I was wanting to do something. I don't know, I may talk to Fanakwa and see if he has any plans in between this. I mean, this is a fairly decent area for a shop, so I don't know, maybe we can leave it and talk to some of the other guys and see if they plan on building here. But if not, then I may fix it up kind of like I did in front of my house. So I do want 2 separate towers, one for melons, one for melons and one for pumpkins. And you can go up and just hit the button on which ones you want. And so I need a 5x5 area. So if we 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I can count. So I need probably about a 5x5 area for the platform, and then I want to do some type of build around it. I don't know if I want them too close, so what I figured I'd do is actually dig a little bit further into the mountain. They're going to start out, let's just say, where it looks like a good spot. Maybe 4 high. It's not what I wanted to do. And this is why I don't build on camera. What's that? 4, 5. And one short. So I'm probably going to put them that high and probably around that location back from the road. I don't want to put it right on top of the road. So that will probably be my starting platform with it. And then and this will just be a building under here. There will actually be a hole through here and water will rush down. So what happens is pistons push all the melons into the water stream carries on down. Now this is it's not the most efficient farm. There is quite a bit of loss because some of the pumpkins and watermelons can drop on the some of the dirt, but for the most part it's actually extremely good. I've used this for a while. However, I haven't tested it in 1.8. So the way the design is, I doubt it's broken, but I don't know. I may have to do a little bit of research. I mean, the design is extremely simple. That's 7, right? Yeah. The design is extremely simple. I've definitely got to give Exuma Void credit, and I'll put the link of the farm. I've used this farm for a while. I mean, it's one of the better melon farms I've actually seen out there, just because it's very compact and easy to build. So you don't have to go as high up off the ground. You can start it at ground level and dig out a little bit under it, but I want to have kind of like a shopping area in it. Um, this may be a little bit closer to the road than I want it to. So let's come back in and take a look. So you figured people can just kind of come up here. There'll be some type of an entrance, you know, one side for melons, the other side for pumpkins. They'll all drop down and then they can collect what they want. Then maybe throw in a couple chests for extras and stuff like that. So the nice thing about this build is I can go ahead and start building layers and plant. And I could even pillar up pretty high and go ahead and just put the water running down through it and use that probably as kind of like a ladder to get up. I could do that. Actually, I may do that. But that's pretty much it. I'm not going to show too much of the platforms, or as far as, I mean, you'll probably see them and get an idea. You can pause the camera, but I don't really want to go into the design because it's not mine. So I will definitely put a link. Sorry about that. I'll definitely put a link in the description for the design I use, so you can check that out. It's very easy to follow. And yeah, so let me go ahead. I'm going to get a couple of the bases built and just do some testing, make sure it still works in 1.8. And if it does, then I will go ahead and cut back with kind of like an outline of the project. Okay, well, hopefully you checked out the tutorial on how to build this. That hope I remember actually to put in the description in the first place. So I built 2 towers. They're somewhat short. I definitely want to go a lot higher with them, but for right now I wanted to get somewhat of a working model and then kind of build out the design of it. So the way it works, and this I got to clean up. I just did this, that way it would kind of flow everything down into one area. Basically the way it works is you have the 2 towers. You have, this one is melons, this one is pumpkins. And when you come over here and hit pistons, and you should start seeing some pumpkins. So some does get stuck up there, but you know what? It's not too big of a deal. Though, as you saw, the yeah. So we just got 7 pumpkins, and I already had a little bit of melons, but quite a bit of melons. So that's kind of how this works. And as you can see, it's pretty easy. You just walk up, hit the buttons. And there was probably not any grown back. Nope. So I did bone meal the this stuff to get things growing. But oh yeah, there was one. So anyway, but I'm gonna finish up and clean it up, and then probably call the end of an episode. Okay. Well, as you can see, got a little bit more done. It's still kind of unfinished. Need signs. I'm actually running out of time working on this tonight. It's getting pretty late. And actually, let me put some of this stuff in my inventory. Where's signs? So you can see here, I actually got quite a bit of melon so far. Melons. And almost a stack of pumpkins. So pretty good. I just hit the harvest button, so there's probably not anything to harvest, but if you hit the button, it goes ahead. Yeah, there's only one. So I already explained it a little bit, but I can kind of come back here and show you exactly what all I did to set up a little bit. Um, yeah, I should be able to make steps to get out. So you have these platforms, and this is a modular farm, so it's only 2 high, and then you can just keep stacking up on top, higher and higher. Um, so um, pumpkins grow, as you can see. You know, you got 4, and there's 4 areas for them to grow, and the water stream actually drops all the way from the top platform. Now when you want to build this higher, you just remove the water, continue building up, and you use the exact same design going up. So it's pretty simple. You can see we got a pumpkin there. So some things can still, you know, fly where the plant is, but most stuff, I'd say a good percentage of it, does go into the water and get pulled down. Now, what I did underneath here is you can see the water runs down into a hopper that goes into a chest, and then those hoppers are for the 2 double chests stacked on top of each other. Around the front part, the actually have, can't see it without me breaking stuff. You can see basically the switch powers this block that just, you know, redstone over to here. Of course, that powers the piston, which turns off this light, and it just flip-flops all the way up. And then it comes out with a repeater, and then that, there's nothing over there, just redstone just goes straight into the block, and it does the same thing over there to do the other 2 pistons on the other sides. So pretty easy redstone. Really not too difficult as far as how to set it up, but I wanted to make sure I just give credit where credit's due, because it's not my design. It's just one I've used for a really long time, and it's probably one of the better designs I've seen out there as far as a good good melon design. Actually, I really like this. So you can see we have melons, and we got 1 pumpkin there. So when one grows, it has an opportunity or the possibility for the plant to grab a hold of it. So not all 4 spots on each layer gets a melon. So you can see the plant's attached to it on this side and on this side. The only other thing I could do to change this is I could actually use an Fenacra, sorry, actually has his set up in his redstone base. It's a hopper clock, and I left this gap in between it. I could set a hopper clock up top here, but I'm worried about lag on the server. Don't want to, some people already lag a lot and already got added, 6 extra hoppers, some signs, all this redstone. So right now it just has a manual push button. Got a couple more in there. Looks like we're almost about to fill up the 4th stack and starting on the 5th one. So I may just leave the manual button now because it's a server. If it was like my single player world or something, I would probably go ahead and wire up a clock, and the way you do that is luckily I have one over here on example, and maybe I'll give some business. I can do these clocks. This is one, I believe Etho came up with it. So it's just got the 2 hoppers going into each other. They just pass items back and forth. Once all the hoppers go into one side, not good. Let me relog. Oh, I don't want to break. Okay. Whew. That was interesting. But basically, that once everything empties out, this light will flash, and yeah, so you see. So all you really need to do is basically just run a signal off of here, and kind of like what he has. And it will, just run a signal off, and it will just do enough to power the pistons, just like hitting the button, and then they'll. So you can already see pumpkins have grown back. Got a couple of them there. Yeah. So I was gonna do glass, but I didn't have the sand. But I had plenty of stone, so I figured I'd go ahead and build this. And I still got tons. I may go ahead and just get something here just to start smelting up that stone, and build this on up. But I need to think of a design for the towers. I don't know if I'm just going to do one solid tower or two independent towers. I really like the idea of two independent towers. So I'll have to think about it, but this gives me at least time to think about it, and at least some of the guys on the server. We've got a couple guys on here now. They can come up here, push the button, and get some stuff if this is empty. So but this is completely community based, and actually I don't think I put a sign anywhere. No, I didn't. Yeah. So this is not for any profit or anything, and just doing it, just to have the stuff, and hopefully that will, people can come take the pumpkins, do some Halloween stuff on the server. I don't know if they've got anything planned or what, but just wanted to do my part. Get something else for the community, and definitely fill out this area down here, because besides some of the Thrash's building mine, the redstone shop, and now this, so this end was looking pretty empty compared to the other end. So let me know what you think about it. Any suggestions or anything to make it better, but also let me know about the towers, what I should do. But I think I'm going to just come up with two towers. I think I just got to figure out the design. I want to make it something very similar to this. I did think about green on one side, orange on the other, stained clay. Got orange here. Yeah, let's see, we had some pumpkins right here. It kind of looks pumpkinish. Yeah, kind of. So I was thinking about maybe doing that. That way you can kind of really tell the difference just by looking outside of the towers. But I would need to make it kind of fancy, so it just didn't look like a green and orange tower going up in the sky. So anyway, but I think this is going to do it for the day. This has been Kinema, and I will talk to y'all later.